Central Park is one of the most visited places in New York. Even though it's winter and people tend to stay inside, the park still offers opportunities for people to do all kinds of stuff, from walking with their dogs to riding a carriage, and why not, figure skating. The Wollman Rink provides a space for people that want to try the sport as recreation and also for the ones that regularly take classes. Bill Picard has been training for 15 years. He tries to come to Central Park 5 days a week to practice for his adult Go test, which is the highest level moves test and involves turns and edges. It's not a cheap hobby. Classes cost $20 to $30 an hour, and private lessons can be as much as $80 for half an hour. But the classes help him stay sharp as the year goes on.
Can't do the things that you can do when you're a child. You're not as flexible, your body doesn't move as fast, you have gravity working against you, and when you fall, it hurts more because you're higher up from the ground, so there's definitely a recovery period, and it's harder to learn things too when you're an adult.
Picard feels that the benefits of skating go beyond the spectacle of high-level competitions.
I think that skating also has to be shown as something that's both athletic, artistic, and fun. There's often a focus on the artistic part, but I think a lot of people could get into it if they realize just how athletic it was. It's a real workout, it's good for cardio, it helps burn off calories, and I think there's a whole aspect of it that can be accented more besides the artistic part, which is obviously great too.
David Ings, a figure skating teacher, believes it's important to stimulate his students.
Everyone has their goals. As a coach, I talk to them and say, what's your goals? Is it to achieve the axel, or do we want to try and go all the way? In which case, then you have off-ice training as well as on-ice training, and then it gets a little bit harder and harder and harder. But everyone's got to have a dream, and why not give them the opportunity to go for that?
The opportunity to pursue a dream was all Emma Krinsky needed. She started figure skating at 7 years old at the Wollman Rink, and 12 years later, she is already in the senior level of the sport. Emma practices 5 days a week in a Long Island training center and at the Sky Rink at the Chelsea Piers. Her professional career had a turning point when she was in the 8th grade, and her mom, Stacie, took her to practice with her coaches that trained her when she was Emma's age. Emma started developing the ambition to compete, practicing her jumps, and diving deep into tournaments.
Once you get on the ice, all the nerves would go away. It's just such an amazing feeling to be on the ice and to be able to just glide and move around and do all these cool things. And once you start progressing, it becomes more fun because you're trying these harder things. And then when you master them, it's great to be able to do them, and it feels so cool.
But being a professional figure skater is no piece of cake, especially after Emma started studying nutrition at New York University. Besides her own ice training, she does cardio and strengthening exercises 3 times a week and is also on the NYU figure skating team. As a future nutritionist, she makes sure her diet is balanced.
So in the morning, I usually have chocolate milk or a protein shake or a yogurt, something of that sort. And then I have lunch, which would be a meat, a grain, a vegetable, and then I probably have about the same thing for dinner. And then I have some snacks throughout the day.
Want to start jumping now, or you want to keep spinning?
Stacie makes sure her daughter is on the right track. She coaches Emma on spins, while 3 other professionals work on jumps and choreographies. Like Emma, Stacie began training when she was a kid. She started coaching while studying law and had to abandon figure skating to dedicate herself to her new job. When Emma started skating at the Long Island Training Center, Stacie decided to go back to coaching.
It's always a challenge to get somebody to be able to do something that they clearly have no idea about or have a bad technique and you have to fix it. I enjoy seeing the progress.
That's what motivates Emma too. The more she practices, the more she wants to increase the level of her program. Errors are part of the training and are key to making sure competitions and presentations are flawless.
I have goals that I want to accomplish, so I really training, and sometimes the training isn't the most fun like it was when I was little, but when you have goals in mind, when you accomplish them, it's even more fun now than just free skating when I was younger. Right now I'm working on triple saddle and triple loop, and I really want to get them clean and put them in my program.
Emma knows that figure skating professionally won't last forever. She plans to compete for a few more years, and after that, skating will just go back to being fun again, like it was when she was a kid. Until then, she will keep improving and training hard to give the audience a beautiful spectacle.